Welcome back, Advice Pod. My name's Kyle. This is Raysean. This is Sam. And we are /advice today. R/advice. This is a subject matter that's kind of near and dear to my own heart. You probably don't know why, unless you do know why. But if you don't know why, I'll tell you on the other side. I get made fun of at school because of what my parents, a 39-year-old female and a 40-year-old male, named me. Okay, so I'm a 14-year-old male, and I get severely bullied at school because of my name and my parents, 39-year-old female and 40-year-old male. My parents are huge Star Wars fans. And
don't forget to tell them to like the video.
That's right. Please like the video. My parents are huge. God damn it. I lost my place.
Okay.
That's fine. I genuinely lost it.
They decided to name me Anakin.
My parents are huge Star Wars fans.
They decided to like the video.
They decided to like the video. My parents are huge Star Wars fans, and when I was born, they decided to name me Anakin Skywalker. I'm not joking. That is actually my name. My parents' last name isn't Skywalker. My dad's last name is Thompson. My mom's last name is O'Connor. When they got married, they decided to hyphenate their last name, so their last name is Thompson O'Connor. However, when I was born, they gave me Anakin as my first name and Skywalker as my last name, and I don't have a middle name. Because of this, I got bullied. Imagine your parents just being like, here's this random ass last name from a fucking movie we like. Because of this, I got bullied, and I still get bullied at my school. For it, I joined the school football team, and the players call me Annie, and they make fun of me saying, use the force. When I get angry and tell them to stop, the coach will come, and he'll make fun of me too, saying, don't go all dark side with me now. Mm-hmm. This has to be a bit, right? This can't be a real person's fucking actual life
experience. It can't be. There's no way.
It's embarrassing. I have one friend whose name is Emma. She's a 16-year-old female, and she just calls me Anakin when we are alone. But when she introduces me to her friends outside of school or her siblings, she just calls me Sky to save me from the embarrassment. Sounds like maybe Anakin's got a crush on Emma. That's cute. I told my parents, but they said the kids are just jealous and that I don't really hate my name. I mean, I do like it. I actually like my last name, Skywalker, but I get made fun of by the teachers and students, and I don't even like Star Wars. I find the movies boring. My parents would force me to watch them with them, and it was just boring to me. I thought the last three with the female lead were more fun and adventurous, but that's about it. That's how I know this is a bit. I thought the last three with the female lead were more fun and adventurous, but that's about it. It was kind of weird seeing the character of Anakin on screen because we share the same name. But even then, I never really liked the character in the movies. He was annoying and kind of a jerk to everyone, except his wife. And even then, he was kind of a dick to his wife as well. I did like him in the animated show, but even then, he wasn't my favorite character. Because I don't like Star Wars all that much and I don't really watch it, the students and teachers make corny Star Wars references that I don't get sometimes because I'm not into it like that. And some students call me Vader. I honestly just want to be called Anakin or Skywalker and just be treated normally without being made fun of or people making dumb Star Wars jokes and references. I know I sound ungrateful, and I'm not. I do like my name, and I do like the character. This poor kid is trying to convince himself so hard, dude. Oh, this poor fucking kid. I can't believe these people did this to him. I do like my name, and I do like the character, kind of. I only like the cartoon version. This has to be a bit. This can't be real. I thought he was cooler as a supervillain, but even then, I just want to be treated normal, even though my name isn't normal. And I don't hate my parents. I see where they were coming from. They love Star Wars, and they love the characters, I love Avatar: The Last Airbender. It's my favorite show, and I've watched it all the time since I was little. I'm super hyped for the Netflix live action show. And when I'm older, if I had a daughter, I can see myself wanting to name her Katara or Azula, or if I had a son, I would want to name him Zuko. I like my name and I don't want to change it, but I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I guess when I graduate, I'm going to go with Sky because Annie sounds like a girl's name. I can't go with Anna because that sounds like a girl's name too. There's no way that this is real now that I've read the whole thing through. There's too many good fucking jokes in there. I don't even know what the heck we're trying to. What do you do, kid? What do you do, Sam?
I have a thought. I love how in this predicament he is, but he's like, oh, they named me after their favorite character. And I really love Avatar. And so here's what I'm going to do to continue this.
The cycle fucking repeats, man. I know my life is agony because I gave my fucking child this, because I was given this name as a child. So what I'm going to do is not name my kid a character from Star Wars. I'm going to name him something from Avatar instead, and they will be appreciative.
I was going to say he could do it different by just changing the middle name and keeping at least the last name your last name, because that was a little crazy. But I get it. But I feel like at the end of the day,
wait, you get it? He doesn't even have their last name.
That's so strange, dude. That's so fucking strange.
If my wife let me have my way, I could see naming my kid Goku.
Son Goku.
I can name. If I could get my way into an argument. I probably would add on my last name though. I don't know.
I was going to say, but would you change your name as well to like have a family name, or just like set your kid up for failure?
I don't know if it's that. See, I can understand. Like if the kid told me like it's causing them like this much stuff and grief and stuff, I'll ask them if they would want to change their name to something more simple, especially if they didn't like it. That's one thing I think that is more interesting, because I don't want to force something onto someone. So like if that's something, I would be considered enough of a parent to be able to do that.
Wouldn't you? So if you're going to name your child something and it's not your last name, but it's something you're so passionate about, wouldn't you want to change your name also to like be in this group?
My name's cool, man. But I love that thing so much that I'm willing to give my child that name and set them up for a fucking lifetime of like ridicule and failure. Yeah.
Like add son to my name or somewhere. Yeah. I can
son Raysean. Yeah. That's what you're going with.
I'm like,
All right. Well, here's why I wanted to pick this one today is because my nephew, his middle name is Skywalker.
No.
Yes. One of my closest friends.
No.
No, it's true. One of my closest friends in the world, essentially brother, he decided to name his firstborn son Jameson Skywalker. Skywalker is the middle name. Okay. He does still
retain. Is his
retain.
Reddit name outside -parsnip -4298? I mean,
no, he's
okay,
still.
So there's multiple.
Jam is 3 now. So he was this close, though, to being named Anakin Skywalker last name. Okay. And his mom fought so fucking hard to make sure that boy's first name was not Anakin to avoid this exact type of scenario where he's just mercilessly made fun of. So he still has like a normal-ish first name. Granted, we named him after a whiskey, and that was also a very intentional choice. But nobody has to know that his middle name is Skywalker unless he chooses to disclose it when he gets older. So the idea that he'd get made fun of for it goes down dramatically, and I'm glad that his mom fought for that. Glad she had the fucking foresight to think about it for 10 fucking seconds. This dude, though, his parents don't give a shit about him. His parents give more of a shit about Anakin Skywalker than they do their own child. And you know how you know? Because they didn't even give their own child their own last name. They gave him fucking Anakin Skywalker's full name, and that's it. And that's the burden that he has to bear now walking through the rest of the fucking world.
I didn't even know you could do that.
I don't think you can. That's why I think this is a bit, dude. There's no way this is real.
I don't know.
Can you do that? Like
go randomly.
Like when you're
doing a birth
you have to name a child, right? Like, do they?
I think you give them your ID
and they last name.
Well, one of the parents' last names. That's what I would think, but
no idea. I've gone out of my way.
I mean, does anyone have any proof? Like, I've never had a baby before, and
that's what I was saying.
Will they be like, "Hey, what's your last name?"
I was a baby once, and looking at my birth certificate, it's like obviously one of these last names is one of my parents, right? Duh. Why is that?
Well, is that just your parents being basic bitches, though?
Yeah, they didn't think outside of the box enough. I mean, to be fair, this was
I-
almost me as a child. I've talked about this many times on the podcast, I'm sure, but I don't think Sam knows this. My name is Kyle, right?
I do know that. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. I'm glad you know. I'm glad you remembered. I was almost named Kal-El. Do you know what Kal-El is? Kal-El is the Kryptonian name for Superman. Superman's Kryptonian name on Krypton before he came to Earth and became Clark Kent. His name was Kal-El, and that was almost my name. And my mom had the foresight to say, "No, that's so stupid. No." And then my grandma heard the suggestion, and she said to herself, "Well, now that I know it's about Superman, that's dumb. So what about Kyle? Kyle." And now here I am as Kyle for the rest of my life. And instead of being tied to Superman, I'm tied to people who wear fucking like Fox Racing BMX fucking ball caps, drinking Monster energy drinks and punch holes through the drywall. I don't like any of that. I like Superman a heck of a lot more. I'm the reverse of this kid's situation. I didn't get the name and I didn't get the recognition or the bullying, and I think it's bullshit.
I love how,
That's interesting.
from what I know about you, your family is like, we're going to have names that are in line with
Okay.
comics and such.
Yeah. We talked about it a little bit earlier because Sam is a big Buffy fan. I'm a huge Buffy fan. It's one of my favorite properties in the world. I was almost named after Superman's Kryptonian name. My youngest sister, her name is Willow, like Willow from Buffy. My middle sister on that side, her name is Novalee. Novalee as in like Natalie Portman's Walmart baby from the movie Where the Heart Is. Very much.
My God. Oh
Yeah,
my God.
very much that's the reason why that name was chosen.
Wow.
Yep.
No.
I'm mind blown.
Can you tell my dad was a movie theater projectionist for like the better part of his 20s and 30s? Bunch of goddamn nerd choices. My point is, my family has a lot of different situations that kind of tie into this general Reddit post scenario, but nothing so on the nose that Anakin Skywalker, and I don't even get my parents' last name. That's just rude, man. Your parents don't love you. They actually, I think, kind of hate you probably, but they still were willing to offer you up as a sacrifice to George Lucas and all the other Star Wars gods to be able to say for the rest of their lives, my son's named Anakin. That's how much I love Star Wars. That's what you got named that kid. Sorry you're getting bullied. Why don't you go to court? Get that shit changed. Also, stop talking to your parents.
Do you guys think he has siblings?
Maybe.
Yeah, his siblings are named Count
And
Dooku,
what
Yoda,
are
Obi-Wan
they?
Kenobi, and General Grievous. They really, really, really like the prequel movies.
Or what if they all got random regular names
Like
with
Bill.
the regular last name?
This
like
is my son, Bill Thompson, and my other son, Anakin Skywalker. Anakin Skywalker Thompson, you mean, right? No, Anakin Skywalker. I said what I said, and I meant it.
And I was just thinking names that like weren't Star Wars related, but like something else related. Like, I don't know.
Jean-Luc Picard.
I mean, Skywalker is a strain of weed, so you can always go with that. You can always say, my dad got high off this weed, and he just said, you know what?
That's the only way that's worse to get named Anakin Skywalker is if your dad never even saw the movie, but he smoked the weed strain Anakin Skywalker and decided the weed was so good he was going to name his child after it. And everyone for the rest of your life would be like, oh, were your parents big Star Wars fans? Like, no, my dad just got high a lot. And one time he got high really well with Anakin Skywalker.
I had this coworker. His name was Rocco. His name was Rocco Flacco.
Should I beep that out, or I can't.
I don't
beep
know.
it
That
out.
was seriously his name, and he was like, my mom had all of the drugs when she was giving birth to me, and she and my dad thought it would be so funny if they named me Rocco Flacco
after her friend.
I mean, just like Rocco Flacco, So that's his name.
Weird.
You can beep it out if you want. I mean, like I can tag him. I mean, he exists. He's real.
Guess we're gonna have to give a shout out to Rocco Flacco. Rocco Flacco, shout out, baby. Cool name. We're glad that Sam didn't get named after you because Rocco Flacco Jr. on a woman just doesn't sit well, in my opinion.
Mm-mm.
Who do I know though? I mean, I haven't seen it in practice. I only see it in theory, But let us know what you think. Should Anakin Skywalker, I don't know, should he be upset? Should he be more accepting? Should he murder his parents and burn their house down with the body still inside to be able to cover up the evidence? Because that's the kind of trauma they've inflicted on him. I think it could be any of those things. Let us know what you know or what you think down in the comments. And be sure to like the video. Make sure you come back tomorrow. We got another Am I the Asshole about some fucking, I don't know, idiot dad who didn't invite his daughter to his wedding for some reason. You ever had a relative not invite you to shit for some reason and you're like, what the fuck did I do? Happens to me sometimes. But also I think about who I am for another 15 seconds and I'm like, yeah, I get it. We'll see you tomorrow. Advice.
Don't be a butt cheek.
Good job, Ray.
Boom.
Don't be a butt cheek.
I don't even know where it came from, if I'm being honest, but it's just stuck.